What is up, guys? It's Gaz again, and we're here with a super heavy spoiler video today. So basically, if you don't want to be spoiled by anything that's coming out at TennoCon, just turn the video off right now, guys. You've been warned. We'll be going over the reveals that are going on at TennoCon. Probably not all of them, but these are things that were revealed in a interview with Rebecca, aka Space Mom, at GameSpark in Japan. So this was a Japanese interview that was translated with Google Translate. FTC Public, the Reddit user, he copy and pasted it into Google Translate, so thanks to him. So yeah, guys, you have been warned right now. I'm going to walk around with the Eidolon Ephemera for about 10 seconds, and then we're going to get into these spoilers and just basically go over the interview, okay? So you have been warned. You have your 10-second warning before we start going into this interview and possibly spoiling things from TennoCon. Okay, so I really like this Eidolon Ephemera on Saren because I think there isn't really a toxic ephemera right now, and I made it green, and it's like she has a poison aura around her. Really like it. Alright, guys, spoiler time limit is up. You have been warned. We're going to be putting some gameplay on the screen so you can, I don't know, listen to my voice, and I'm just going to kill the Prophet Taker solo. I mean, I do this a lot. Let's just do that right now. Alright, let's start on this interview. Interview is going to be linked down in the description. Well, the Reddit post will be. Where it's been translated. I'm going to be going over like the general gist of what's happening here, okay? So, yeah, spoilers, of course. Final warning. All right, so this is a Japanese interview. Let's go over this. So first off, Rebecca introduces herself, gives her title at the company. I think she's a lot more than just the community and live ops person. She's like basically a huge pillar of the community. Okay, so how many players are there? There's 50 million Warframe accounts, and that's good to know. 50 million Warframe accounts in total. Population distribution by country. This isn't really TennoCon stuff. We'll be getting to the TennoCon stuff. I'm just going to be fair and go over the entire interview. So biggest distribution of players is in the US. Other regions have a lot of people as well. Japan is in the top 15 countries for players. And the art style of Warframe has been influenced by some anime stuff, apparently. Most popular frame with the dev team is Excalibur. Okay. Do you have any plans on cross-platform? This is the question right here. She says, I do not know. If so, cross-platform will be difficult. Cross-save is more likely. So, a PS4 version at home and a Switch version outside. And she says it's very difficult to do, but they would like to do that. Is there a next-generation console? Will you release Warframe on next generation? I think the game is already a 7-year-old game, so I think it's a good choice to make a sequel or to continue updating it. But at the moment, you can play Warframe on all platforms as much as possible, so I want to continue updating. So to me, that sounds like they're going to keep Warframe on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, and not bring it to PS5. That's how it sounds to me. They'll just keep updating it on PS4, which is an interesting choice, if that's actually going to happen. Google Stadia, they are interested in Google Stadia. I doubt they're going to actually make a Google Stadia version of Warframe, but we'll see. All right, here's where we're getting into the spoiler stuff, guys. Spoilers are starting right now. Please tell us about new expansion, Imperium. Will it have PvP? No PvP. Although the scale is different, imagine the space version of Sea of Thieves. I have my own battleship and I have a gunner. While visiting familiar planets, you can dogfight in space, board enemy spaceships, and blow up the mothership. It's completely different from a previous version of Warframe. So no PvP involved. They're comparing it to a space version of Sea of Thieves, which is very surprising because that game has PvP in it. Can I play with other random players? Yes, there will be matchmaking, up to 4 players on a team. So there will be public matchmaking for Imperium. That's not too surprising, honestly. In the trailer, battleships were fighting each other. But what kind of battle is actually happening? The weapons they carry are important. First of all, battleships will shoot at each other. But there are times when the enemy will board you. So if you aren't using the gunners all the time, it's quite troublesome when they get in. Okay? So we saw that stuff at the reveal trailer at TennoCon last year. Does the ability of the battleship change depending on the equipped frame, etc.? There is no such effect because battleships have inherent abilities. So whatever frame you're playing is not going to matter. But from that answer, it makes it sound like the different ships, the different like railjack ships will have different abilities, just like Arcwing. So maybe there's going to be like a defensive-based railjack ship. There's going to be an offense-based one. There'll be like a speed one. That's my guess from that answer right there. When can Imperium be played? You will need a clan. You will need to be in the clan. In fact, it is a difficult question to answer, as it has not yet been decided if we want players to first play 100 hours to get to this, or if they can join the game immediately. as we have to playtest it first. We have not decided yet. So they don't actually know if it's going to be like a late game thing or an early game thing yet. They're still deciding that behind the scenes. Do you plan to add Arcwing? As the plan, it will be an interesting mode. So there will be a fusion of Arcwing, ground combat, and this new railjet combat in Arcwing, guys. Now we're going to be talking about the new Warframes, the Runner Warframe and the Oni frames. The Oni frame's the fat frame. The Runner Warframe is based on a speedometer concept. It's like a race car. Increase the engine speed with an accelerator and overheat the enemy. Be careful not to overheat yourself. Okay, so he might actually, if you use his abilities too much, you might actually like damage yourself or something like that with the speed frame. Interesting. That will make him not just volt, which is good. Oni frame is a frame that swallows the enemy. As it is the first huge frame, it's brutal and uses the enemy's life. Okay, that sounds really cool. If he like is like consuming life force of enemies, and depending on like how much health the enemy has, he does like a bigger like burst of damage or something. That sounds really cool. I'm extremely excited for the fat frame, guys. I don't know about you. I honestly wish that we got the fat frame before the speed frame personally, but we will be waiting on that. So here's some more spoilers, guys. Wukong will be reworked. Do you have any plans for other frames? The Wukong rework, this is a pretty old interview. So the Wukong rework is already out. It's probably Vauban after that. We'll go back to the old ones and make adjustments to make them more fun to play. So she did name Vauban right there, guys. That makes it sound like Vauban is the next frame that's getting reworked. So that's good. I hope Ember gets some love as well. Maybe this like make her 4 do percentage health-based damage or something like that. That's really good. So Vauban, he's gonna get reworked, guys. I hope he gets like an exalted MOA or something like that. I really hope that Vauban becomes a frame I actually want to play. Alright, then what is the next Prime frame to be added? The answer is hidden in the question, in the answers so far. So the only frame she's mentioned prior to this question were Vauban and Wukong, guys. So that means that Wukong is going to be the next Prime Warframe. They're going to skip over Atlas, and they're going to make Wukong the next Prime. I'm personally pretty happy about that because Atlas is a little bit lackluster right now, and the Wukong rework was really nice. So I think it would be a big buzzkill if we got Atlas Prime before Wukong Prime after that awesome rework. Maybe Atlas could get a little bit more love, make his rock wall attack more useful, make the AI on his golems a little bit better. That would make him a lot better, for sure. So Wukong Prime next. All right. Sentient tiles have been announced. What is this map like? Rebecca, it is a map of unprecedented scale and is automatically generated. Because the ultimate villain is at the root castle, it's a vast alien chic, flashy and gore. Because the sentient is an artificial race, it has a completely new look and is designed to be unprecedented in space. It's like a reward for veteran players. Okay, so that sounds really cool. I think we're going to be going to the Tau system as far as this. This is probably after the new war, I'm assuming. So there'll be like an actual sentient planet from the way this sounds. And maybe Hunhao will be there, or Space Grandma. We'll see. That's some stuff from the new war for sure. We don't get too much information besides it's a sentient planet from this answer. So far, there are 2 open world zones, Earth and Venus. Is there any further development going on? Yes, it will be announced at TENNOCON. You may see something under development. So new open world being announced at TENNOCON, guys. I don't know if it's going to be either an infested open world or a sentient open world. But that is actually exciting. I'm thinking it will be infested, though. Because like they're going to make a sentient planet, most likely with a new war. And then the open world area will probably be infested. We'll get the primary kit guns. Oh man, those are going to be so broken. I guarantee primary kit guns are going to be completely busted. Nearing the end of the interview here. What will be the biggest feature announced at TennoCon? Imperium is big. It's been made using what we have learned so far. Shooter elements, space segments have not been very popular so far. But I make this into a wonderful thing. The space battles have to be fun. So this is a rough translation with Google Translate. So basically the big announcement is going to be them just like showing the final product of Imperium. And from the answer previously, it sounds like we'll be getting an open world as well. We'll be getting info on Wukong Prime, and we'll be getting info on the new frames. And the rest is just stuff about... there's like, some people say long-range melee attacks are too strong compared to short-range melee attacks. What do you think? I think that's right. We're trying to make melee attacks better, and we're planning to balance them. It's going to be as powerful and pleasant as a ranged attack. Okay, so that's pretty much it there, guys. Takeaways from this. Wukong Prime next. open world going to be announced at TennoCon. There's probably going to be an actual tile set for the Sentients after the new war, and there is going to be basically Imperium is going to be fully revealed at TennoCon. Additionally, this is not an interview, but there is going to be Haro Deluxe skin revealed at TennoCon, the art for it at least. We're also waiting on a Wukong Deluxe skin and a Garuda Deluxe skin as well, so we'll see what ends up happening with those. Yeah, big takeaways are the things I just mentioned. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Please don't spoil this for people that haven't already checked out the interview. I'm going to post the Reddit link in the description as well, so you can check it out word for word. Because there's a couple other questions, like questions about like, Rebecca, do you like the cosplay? Yeah, she likes the cosplay. That's great to know. That's going to be it for the video today, guys. Just wanted to get that info out there. TennoCon is on July 6th, so it's only like a week away at this point. So even if you like got this spoiled for some reason, it's going to be a little bit less exciting on the day of that you already know this stuff. I kind of wish that this interview didn't go out, because I was excited for TennoCon as well. But, you know, I want to keep up on this information, so the fact that this is out there, I wanted to make sure you guys were informed as well. Yeah, I'm actually surprised that she was allowed to say these things in this interview and just get this information out there. But, you know, it's already out there. We know these things. So, yeah, I'm hoping that these things are good. And I hope the ODX open world is really fun as well. Maybe, like, make it not just a rep grind like it is right now. But, yeah, they said they're going to be making the sentient planet for veteran players. So, we will see. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Probably don't share this one. There will be spoilers in the title, but, you know, don't want to spoil it for people. So I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.